ready for blacking. Yeah, I'd advise you to get a survey done of that before you actually exchange any funds. It's a chilly morning in Coventry. But it's beautiful. There's sun coming up over there. Water's still. No wind.
So it was at this point that we realised we had a bit of an issue. We were trying to pull away, and the revs were there. The boat was only moving very slightly. There was only a slight amount of turbulence going on behind the boat. Kept trying to rev it, nothing was changing, and then suddenly it did clunk in. But then as soon as I backed off again, it kind of fell out of gear, did a bit of drifting into other boats. Eventually did get sort of a bit of momentum, but there was the same issue with reverse as we were going into the locks. It was really hard because obviously you need to use reverse as a brake. So yeah, all quite scary stuff.
So we've got a bit of an issue, just leaving Coventry, Hawkesbury Junction, and don't seem to have drive, or it's not consistent. So sometimes it's there, sometimes not. Now it's had a gearbox put on before we picked it up, or a reconditioned one. So I think I'm going to pull up over here and see whether there's an issue with the gear linkage or something, because sometimes it goes into gear, sometimes it doesn't. So that's a bit of it's a new one for me. So looks like I'm going to have to get my hands dirty and go and have a little look inside, and if necessary I'll have to call Canal and River Rescue, I suppose. Boo.
So we pulled over, got the engine cover off, had a look underneath, couldn't see anything untoward, selected and deselected the gear a few times. We were having inconsistent issues. Too early to call anybody, so we decided to carry on, but Lumpy's not happy and he's a little bit confused.
So goodbye Hawkesbury Junction. We're limping a little bit now, got a bit of a gearbox issue. It's a bit early to call anybody. Seems to be dropping in and out of gear a little bit. Some sort of adjustment, I think, linkage problem. I don't know whether there's some sort of clutch in there that's slipping. The prop shaft turns, but it's not under any, it doesn't put any load there, and then suddenly you hear it clunking, which is a little bit unnerving, because when you want to brake with the rears, it doesn't go into reverse straight away. It's a bit scary. We're gonna have to go steady, I think. That's the old pump house, I think. I'd like to tell you a bit more information about days on the boat now. Need some new windows. Need some double glazed windows, I think, which would be nice. But that's obviously an investment there. But I dare say it's money well spent. Like the e-dispatcher, had no idea what that was when we bought it, and yeah, that's great. Obviously, a boat's a bit of a drafty old place, isn't it? So it doesn't necessarily make it extremely toasty, but it's okay. Just put a couple of gas burners on at the same time, that boosts it. What else do we like? We like the inverter. We like the inverter. Didn't know what that was either, so that's been good. We're charging phones, and that's important, isn't it? Laptops, GoPros. So much to charge these days. It's the world. It's the world we live in. So we enjoyed the Oxford northern section. We're now onto the Coventry Canal. Oh, we did like the Greyhound Inn. Big shout out to the Greyhound Inn. Lovely food. I had fantastic beef roast last night. Oh. Mrs. Lumsden had a lovely lasagna, which I had half of, as always. Mrs. Lumsden's prompting me with the script continually. What is that? I tell you what, the wind's gone. It's really still today, which is nice. It's cold, but that wind's not there, so that's really nice. Should have a bit more control of the boat today, other than I ain't got a gearbox. Let's see if she'll accelerate. See, it might improve as it warms up. It's been a very cold night. Didn't understand why something could be running so well the night before, and then overnight, you know, what's going to come along and break your gearbox? The only thing that's changed really is the temperature of it. So I can only think that it's some sort of tolerance that's gone a bit slack because it's gone cold, and maybe with it warmed up might sort itself out. That's not right, even so, but we can continue to sort of limp on. I don't want to sit somewhere waiting for canal and river rescue. To make a coffee. She's quite good at that. Oh, darling, love you. Can't tell you what she's just done. She's out of order. She might come across as all sweetness and light. She might smile for the camera on the rare occasion that she puts her face in front of it, but actually she can be a nasty piece of work. It's alright there? Just talking about you. There's only a few billion people across the world that are going to see this. Can't tell you. X-rated. Dirty. Oh, I've cheered up now. I'm running. It's niggling me. It's niggling at me, but it's running. I'm going to come across these things, aren't I? I'm going to come across little quirky things. They're all unique, aren't they, these things? It's an old tub, you know, and she's had quite a bit of work done since it's been surveyed, so there's always going to be some little things, I suppose, that aren't quite adjusted correctly. Yeah, so other things I'd like to do. It's only got 2 leisure batteries, it's only got 1 isolator. Boats I've holidayed on in the past have got 3 leisure batteries and separate isolators, so battery, and I don't know whether that's an advantage or not, but you know, when you're just used to a pattern, you're used to working in a particular way, and I'd kind of like that. But it might be a cost I don't need to endure. What else? I want to get my cratch cover back on the front. I've got like the cratch board, the front board, and the beam that goes across the top. I'd like to sort of get that repaired and then get a cratch cover, because I like that on the front of the boat. I think it finishes the boat nicely. It makes the pointy end look pointy, which is important. The aesthetics, boats need to be pointy at the front, and I think the cratch cover helps that appearance. Plus, it's like a little conservatory for Mrs. Lumsden, isn't it? She can go out there when she falls out with me. A bit of debris in the canal again. Don't like the look of that bit. That's going to make things a bit tight. I'll just take my drive off to drift over that nasty looking thing. My concern with taking my drive off is, will it come back on again? No. See, my drive is now half drive.
Gearbox is good and hot now. And something's drifted out. Not happy. Talking to this camera just to try to keep himself happy. I'm not happy. That's not me crying, by the way. My eyes are cold. That's a really weird place, that is. That's Bedworth. We're sort of on the outside of Bedworth, and it's just really, it's quirky, but there's people, it's like a scrapyard for all sorts of stuff.
Look the dog.
There's boats, cars, mannequins, old diesel pumps, horse off a fairground ride. Carousel. This is really lovely through here. This is the junction of the Ashby Canal. All a bit tight. It's very pretty. A lot of people seem to talk about the Ashby Canal, and we must try it one day.
And I think it's worth mentioning here that the choice of music is that of Mrs. Lumsden. She's a bit of a musical theatre buff, and she has a particular obsession with Mamma Mia.
Be a tight turn that, come the day, if you're coming from this section. Marston Junction and the Ashby Canal. Lovely. That's a sad end for somebody's boat, isn't it? Look at that. It's an old cruiser or something. Might go pinch his ropes though. What do you think of that? Not that it's London. Not much. just on the Coventry Canal now. We're just on the last two of the Atherstone flight, and then we're more up. It's kind of about 4:30, so this time of year you run out of light, don't you? But it's a beautiful canal, really, really lovely. It's a nice countryside. It's a nice wharfs and things like that we've gone past. So yeah, all in all, very beautiful. But I'm particularly enjoying this bit of a sunset and this evening. So.